Hello everyone, Mocha Bear here. Welcome back to Mocha Bear's Hobby Den. Today we're going to do another Kickstarter promotion video. Shall we get started? First, I hope you all are doing well, and I do apologize for the lack of my stream last week for my 3-year anniversary. I I ended up forgetting to prepare the stream the night before, and I ended up oversleeping by an hour and a half almost. So I do apologize about that. I do need to make that up to you all soon. I'm hoping to get a video prepared for you all for a upcoming Kickstarter project, but we'll get into that another time. But if you enjoy what you see here, if you find what I have today helpful or informational to you or interesting, please make sure you give me a like, hit that subscribe button, and hit that bell icon, set notifications. I'll get notified when I upload videos. But today, like I said, we are going to be doing a Kickstarter promotion video, another project for Midnight Tower. Let's go ahead and swap on over to here. So, The Adventurer's Guide to Eastern Farraway 5e, a fantasy campaign setting and sourcebook D&D/RPG. Now, this has been live for a few days already at this point. I am recording this on Thursday, July 16th, almost 11 o'clock at night. I do apologize to all of you and Midnight Tower for getting this out so late to you all. But at the time this video is released, you'll have about 18 days, 19 days left of the project. The goal is $2,610. We are at $29,275, so it is complete. It got completed within the first day. There are 553 backers right now, and of course, the time recording is 23 days, but like I said, you'll have 18, 19 days left. I did back this the day it went live. So, let's see here. Hello, friends. Do you love an immersive fantasy world filled with lore, forgotten history, old maps, and beautiful fantasy art? So do we. That's why after 11 books, 39 adventures, 1,300 written pages, and 25 years of playing Dungeons & Dragons, we're finally creating a campaign guide for Eastern Farraway. In 2019, we wrote and released our first adventure, Call of the Wild. The adventure turned into a full campaign set in our fantasy world, Eastern Farraway. And now, 6 years later, the time has come to write an epic campaign guide and sourcebook for Eastern Farraway. Help us create this book and watch it come alive. Join us on our epic journey. Tova and Eric, the two unapologetic nerds behind Midnight Tower. Link to this Kickstarter project will be in the description box down below as always. Link to all their social media and their website will be down below. But at the end of this video, on either side, either this side or that side, no, there we go, that side of the screen, there will be a playlist for Midnight Tower projects. So you can take a look at that after this to see what projects they've released that I have backed and unboxed. You'll be able to purchase them from the website. You'll even be able to add them to your pledge on this project. I do enjoy the cover so far. I'm curious to see what they will be doing for the limited edition one. Help us create this fantasy campaign guide about the book. The Adventurer's Guide to Eastern Farraway is a campaign setting and sourcebook for 5e. Eastern Farraway is our campaign world in which we've played Dungeons & Dragons for more than 25 years and where all our books are set. Initially created by Tova, Eastern Farraway has taken on its own life. The world is heavily influenced by Norse mythology and Scandinavian folklore, but it's also inspired by ideas from our D&D group and hundreds of backers and fans. This book is created by Midnight Tower, the two nerds who brought you Hunter's Full Moon Trilogy, Secrets of the Drow, the Emmy-nominated Adventure and Unexpected Wedding Invitation, and many other role-playing books. Journey through Eastern Farraway's history. The Adventurer's Guide to Eastern Farraway will be approximately 160 pages and include forgotten history, lore, hand-drawn fantasy maps, NPCs, heirloom magic items that scale with level, and more than 100 plot hooks to spark your imagination. The book is compatible with D&D 5e, 2014 and 2024, and other 5e systems. You'll get the following products: the full campaign setting and source book, The Adventurer's Guide to Eastern Farraway, Before the Times of Heroes, a one-shot starter adventure. I almost said something else. I'm so tired, sorry. The stolen pages from the Compass Codex, a compendium with all unlocked stretch goals, which will be made available to all backers. Bonus, you'll get a special mention in the book. We'll also include a free VTT pack with tokens, gridless maps, and digital handouts for the starter adventures, which you can print or use if you play online. Thank you for considering supporting this project. Explore unique layers and locations, a unique world. Let me go back so you can see that real quick. Long ago, Eastern Farraway was once part of the Farraway Kingdom along with Larencine and Sonmark. According to some of more pompous historians at the Seven Keys Library in Northwind Gate, the Farraway Kingdom was also known as the Farraway Empire. However, after the First Winter War, the Farraway Kingdom was divided into smaller kingdoms and split into 5 different regions: Northern Farraway, Southern Farraway, Eastern Farraway, Western Farraway, and the Outer Islands. Since that time, Eastern Farraway has seen both wars and natural disasters, but also enjoyed long years of prosperity and peace. It is a realm filled with lore, forgotten history, arcane magic, strange creatures, and plenty of adventures. Discover long forgotten legends and lore. What you'll get: a campaign setting and source book filled with history and lore, character options, new magic items, and fearsome monsters. Approximately 160 pages of content if all stretch goals are unlocked. Legend and lore: the Curse of Silent Woods, Beneath Idle Volcano, Ancient Temple of the Valkyrie. Valkyria, sorry. New backgrounds and character species: Norn and Mist Elves. Ooh. 100 plot hooks to spark your imagination. New monsters inspired by Scandinavian folklore. Jotnar Giants, or is it Jotnar Giants? Baka Hasten, don't know how that's pronounced. Gonks and more. Detailed NPCs with personal background descriptions including traits, ideals, bonds, and flaws. Locations and layers to help the DM prep one-shot adventures and boss fight layers. Heirloom magic items, powerful weapons that scale with levels, Horn of Summoning the Fallen, Belt of Thor's Might, and Kali Dizar's Hammer. Fantasy maps, including hand-drawn maps by Dark Realm Maps and more than 90 full-color illustrations and commissioned fantasy artworks. Starter Adventure, Before the Times of Heroes, a one-shot adventure. I'm interested to see that. The Stolen Pages from the Compass Codex, compendium featuring all unlocked stretch goals. Professional commissioned cover art by Elena Miller, Secrets of the Drow Trilogy, An Unexpected Wedding Invitation, and Mystery of the Cursed Statuette. 2-page full spread fantasy concept art by Sadat Savas, Until Death Do Us Part, which I was asked by Midnight Tower if I would like a free copy to do as a giveaway to you all, and I absolutely said yes. So if you're interested in getting a copy of that book, make sure, in fact, I will make it so, like I said, on one side of the screen will be the playlist of all of the Midnight Tower projects. On the other side of that will be the actual video promoting that project. So after this video, feel free to click on that video, watch it, and then come back here and comment if you are interested in winning a free copy of that, and I will do an announcement on how you can win that later on. And then lastly, we have bonus: your name will be featured in the book, Instant Fame Unlocked. Free adventure, Call of the Wild. So you can click on the link here, and it does work, so feel free to do that if you're interested in the free adventure of Call of the Wild. Fantasy Adventures. The complete Eastern Farraway Adventure series is available as a discounted pledge reward bundled together with the Adventurer's Guide to Eastern Farraway and as add-ons during the campaign. Eastern Farraway Adventures includes the following books: Hunter's Full Moon Trilogy, Secrets of the Drow Trilogy, Rise of the Ice Dragons Trilogy, The Prophecy of Nine Omens Trilogy, and Battle for the Realm Trilogy. And if I remember correctly, I could be wrong, that is also the order that they are to be played, or can be played, recommended to be played. And I am hoping to be able to actually do a campaign using all of these sometime soon. We'll see how it goes. But all 5 books in Eastern Farraway Adventure campaign. For everyone, if you are a beginner DM, The Adventurer's Guide to Eastern Farraway is a great place to start. The book includes everything you need to immerse your player in a fully fledged campaign world. You can use the campaign book as a foundation for creating your own adventures, or as a companion guide for playing other adventures by Midnight Tower. For seasoned old school DMs, This source book will save you time and a lot of prep work. It includes adventure locations, dangerous layers, and plot hooks that help you save time, as well as plenty of cool monsters and unique magic items. You can create your own adventure or run the entire Eastern Faraway Adventures campaign from level 1 to 15. Midnight Tower supports diversity and inclusion. Our adventures are LGBTQ plus friendly and are meant to be played and enjoyed by everyone, regardless of their gender, sexuality, race, ethnicity, or background. We hope that everyone will enjoy our adventures and have loads of fun. Stretch goals. Project's fully funded. We're now unlocking epic stretch goals. So right now, project's funded at 1,950 British pounds. Taverns and inns at 5,000. Vote for Backer's Choice at 8,000. Adventure Seeds 13,000. Unique Trinket List at 18,000, which we have unlocked. So next up is 23,000 for new mounts. So we're getting close to that. Alright, so why back us now? You'll be the first to get the book before it's released anywhere else. You save money as all prices are discounted. You get to see the pages of the book come alive and get sneak peeks and behind the scenes of the project. You'll support 2 nerdy indie creators and other fantasy illustrators too. You'll be part of the Midnight Tower community and get to be involved in shaping the content of the book by voting for stretch goals, suggesting names in the book, and more. Did we mention that you get your name in the book? That's awesome, right? Back this project now. Do it. Illustrated NPCs and quest givers. Here's your ale, mate. So do you want to make some gold? I got a bit of night job. Yeah, night job that needs to be done. Project aims. An incredible 21,778 people have backed our previous Kickstarter projects, and this is our 13th Kickstarter since we began writing adventures back in 2019. Thanks to the wonderful support of our amazing backers, all of our previous projects have been successful. To everyone who has supported our previous projects, thank you so much. Writing this campaign guide is a privilege and something that we've wanted to do for so long. We're insanely excited about this project and butterfly stomachy nervous too. We want this campaign guide to be amazing, filled with beautiful fantasy art, epic magic items, maps, lore, and your ideas. But we can't do it without your help. Therefore, we now kindly ask for funding to cover the production costs to make this book truly stunning. The production costs include cover art, $275, beautiful NPC illustrations, $520, concept art commissions, $375, professional maps, $500, fantasy illustrations, $600, print design and other artwork, $250, and professional proofreading, $150. The more funding we get, the better the book will be, with more fantasy art and extra content, which in turn will support other illustrators and fantasy artists. Fantasy maps for layers and locations. Thieves Guild. That is so cool. I love their maps. If this project's successful, we'll add professional maps to the book like this one from Toby Lancaster from Dark Realm Maps. He made this gorgeous map of the Thieves Guild, which can be used as an infiltrating mission, one-shot adventure, or boss lair fight. As an infiltrating mission. My goodness, I can read. More books. Once you've selected your pledge reward, you can add more books by Midnight Tower from the Eastern Faraway Adventures campaign. The following books are offered as add-ons. I'm not going to read all the details about them, but it does look like what I said earlier about the books being in the order that they are supposed to be ran through was correct. But if you want to read all of these, feel free to pause or click on the link to the page itself so you can read them as well. But you got Hunter's Full Moon Trilogy, Secrets of the Drow Trilogy, Rise of the Ice Dragons Trilogy, The Prophecy of Nine Omens Trilogy, and Battle for the Realm Trilogy. The entire Eastern Faraway Adventures campaign contains 15 linked adventures and 800 pages filled with plenty of new monsters, magical items, legend and lore, and much more. All of our adventures come with free VTT packs and include scalable encounters to suit any level from 1 to 20, and they are easily adaptable to fit into any campaign or setting. Also add on a fantasy GM screen. I have not added it yet, but I am going to. And it is looking like all the covers from the Eastern Faraway books are implemented into this. So that's pretty cool. 5e systems and rules. The campaign guide and our adventures are compatible with the 2014 and 2024 5e rules, as well as other 5e systems such as Tales of the Valiant, Project Black Flag, and Level Up Advanced 5th Edition. In addition, the campaign guide and adventures can easily be converted to other role-playing game systems such as Pathfinder 2nd Edition. Journey into the Underworld free VTT pack. All of our adventures come with a free VTT pack that includes hand-drawn tokens and maps in different versions with grid, gridless, hexagon, and printer-friendly. We've also added digital handouts including NPC portraits, monsters, and magical items. This means that the adventures can easily be played online on all types of different VTT platforms. For example, Roll20, Fantasy Grounds, Shard Tabletop, and D&D Beyond. For retailers, we have always loved local game and bookshops. Midnight Tower's role-playing books are available at Board at Home UK, Three Trolls Games and Puzzles US, Noble Night Games US, Dude Dragow Gaming US, The Jousting Yeti US, Fumble Folks UK, Source Comics and Games US, Savage Dragon Games US, Gigabytes Tabletop Cafe US, The Lost Dice in Australia, The Shop of the Borderlands UK, Science Fiction Bokhandeln, Sweden, Faros Cigarer, I'm not sure if I pronounced that right, Denmark, Dragon Shop Hungary, Fregatorium's Shop, Switzerland, Source Comics and Games US, and other stores. We offer heavily discounted prices for retailers, and you also get the option to order previously released titles by Midnight Tower. Contact us directly here, the link, or send an email to retailer@midnight-tower.com, and we'll get back to you with more information. This option is for retailers with brick and mortar shops, so you must have a physical location where you sell books or role-playing games. Epic bonus, your shop's name will be featured in the book. And then here's some pictures of their books in a store, in a shop, which is really cool. We love and support local games and bookshops. TLDR, two nerds in Oxford are creating an epic fantasy campaign book and ask for your money. In return, you'll get an amazing epic book filled with drop-dead gorgeous fantasy art, lore, new monsters, unique magic items, and more. And yes, the art is fantastic. Support small indie creators who love role-playing games. Before, after. With our support, we can afford beautiful fantasy art. That is awesome. So here's a link to all their social media, their website, and then you can get the Octavia Dragonborn's Compendium for free as well by clicking on the link here. About the creators. So this is a section talking about Tova and Eric, giving you information about them. I have read this a few times in previous projects. I won't read it again, but it is something that I recommend you come and look at yourselves. They've got collaborations here, shipping. Here's information on that. Testimonies. So that's my unboxing video of Battle of the Realm for the Realm trilogy. That's me. That's my left hand right there. Oh, that's awesome. Let's see what it says. Ah, that is so awesome. Midnight Tower, another fantastic looking book. I love the creatures. I love the magic items. I can't wait to delve into it deeper and use it. Collector's Edition unboxing video. Mocha Bear's Hobby Den. Hey, that's me. Pledge rewards. Here we go. So, before we get into that, I will show you over here. Make a pledge without a reward is £1 or $2 US. I do not believe that there is a pledge manager afterwards. Scroll past that. We'll come back to that later. So here we have the Traveler Edition, which is the digital copy low income. And what the low income means is that, in fact, here we go. I can read this down here for you right here. Get that out of the way. You get the same reward and products as the £12 Wanderer tier below. This is the pledge reward for anyone who doesn't have that much money. For example, if you're a student on benefits, retired, or just struggled economically. So all of their projects that I've noticed in the past, I don't remember if all of them had it, but I believe most, if not all of them, had it. Where if, again, like I said in those examples, if you are hurting for money, but you wish to support it and get something, they have a low income option. So it's 6 British pounds, roughly $9 US. This gives you the PDF of the book, as well as a PDF of the stolen pages from the Compass Codex. It will get you PDF of the starter adventure, which is Before the Times of Heroes, that one shot. You also get the free VTT pack with tokens, battle maps, and digital handouts. Again, that's all digital. And when I say that, I mean like it's digital for all the tiers. You're not going to get any of that physically. And then lastly, bonus, you'll get a special mention in the book. Then here is the Wanderer edition. So 12 British pounds, roughly $17 US. You get the same thing that was listed above. Here you have the Vagabond, which is the softcover book and PDF. It's 30 British pounds, roughly $41 US. So you get everything that was mentioned above, as well as a soft cover of the Adventurer's Guide to Eastern Farraway. Then you get the Adventurer's cover, or tier, I mean, and it's a hardcover book, and then all of the digital products. So that's 40 British pounds, roughly $54 US. So you get everything mentioned in the last tier, which is the Vagabond, except instead of a softcover book, it is a hardcover book. And here is the Explorer. It's 15% discount. It's a digital campaign library. More than 1,000 pages and 16 fantasy adventures in digital format. This all equals up to about 72 British pounds, but it's on sale through the project page. 59 British pounds, roughly $79 US. So you get the Adventurer's Guide, you get the stolen pages from the Compass Codex, Before the Times of Heroes starter adventure, and then all of the Eastern Faraway campaign books digitally. Then we move on to the Wayfarer, where you get the physical copy of all the books. It's 199 British pounds, originally 240, and it's roughly 267 US. So again, everything in the previous tier mentioned except physical. And all of these books come with a compendium inside them at the back as well. So they all come with additional content. Then we have the Collector, which is what I went with. So let me scroll up so you can see that. I always go for the Collector's Edition if I can help it. And it says, okay, so right now it says there at this moment, there are 12 out of 25 left. So if this is something you want, highly recommend jumping on it as soon as you can. It's 230 British pounds, roughly $308 US. So this is going to come with a signed and uniquely numbered copy of the Adventurer's Guide to Eastern Faraway. Choose between 2 different book covers, a beautiful cloth fantasy map of Eastern Faraway, a bespoke dice tower, which is really cool, a set of arcane dice, and if you've been watching me long enough, you know how much I love dice, an engraved leather bookmark, which I have one for almost every project now, a campaign poster, and the bonus, you'll get a special epic thanks mentioned in the book, so there will be a special page that says a special epic thanks, and it'll have all those people who pledged to this tier on there. I was looking to see if it showed about the retailer's version, but I guess you'll have to reach out to them in order to find out the prices. But yeah, this is really cool, and I love getting the notes. And in the collector's editions, there have always been some notes, like actual little letter put in an envelope and wax sealed with their tower and crescent moon on it, and I love that touch. Risks and challenges, environmental commitments. I cannot recommend Midnight Tower enough. Again, on one of these sides of the screen, above my fingers here, one will be a playlist of all the Midnight Tower projects I have done, and the other one will be the video for Until Death Do Us Part, where I did the promo video for that project. Please check out that video and come back here if you are interested in winning a copy of that book. Comment down below saying you are interested. Just a heads up, you will not pay a single cent for it. I will pay for the shipping and handling. The winners are chosen at random. So you have until that book is in my hand and I do my unboxing video. to enter a chance to win. So again, just comment down below you're interested in winning a copy of Until Death Do Us Part. But yeah, I'm again excited. Midnight Tower, thank you so much for this project. I'm super excited to get to actually use it and implement your world into the games at my tables. I hope to be able to run them either in person or online on Roll20 with my friends soon. But again, if you found this entertaining, informational, fun, or cool, please give this video a like, hit the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button, then hit the bell icon, set notifications to all, get notified when I upload videos and do live streams. Comment down below what you thought about this project, what you think about this project. Is it something you're interested in? Why or why not? Have you backed Midnight Tower projects before in the past? What is your favorite, or what did you wish you had gotten? And again, comment that you are interested in winning a copy of that book, Until Death Do Us Part. And then please, lastly, share this video, bring awareness to my channel, bring awareness to Midnight Tower, help us continue to grow. Gonna go ahead and end it there, so please as always take care of yourselves. And until next time, hobby on.